Hey guys, what's up? I am coming at you live from the bookshelves, if you couldn't tell. And also, I need to preface I am using a mini mic today, and it was just acting so weird with my shirt. So I put it on a bookmark, and it matches my shirt because it's floral. So hopefully, it's not too distracting, and hopefully, it sounds okay. I did like 10 mic checks, so anyways, we're going to talk about what we're doing today, and that is picking my summer TBR. Yep, that's right, it's time. And if you look at this section here, this is looking a lot like the summer books. It is the summer books. So, what we're going to do is we're going to pick from the TBR vase. It's not really a jar, but it's a vase. And I don't know the last time I picked a book from this vase. It's been at least 6 months. So, yeah. Also, I figured it would keep me accountable for actually reading the books that I pick with these prompts. I have no idea what these prompts are, by the way. So, let's give you a little background as to the books I want to read first, that I'm definitely reading this summer, and also the ones I probably should be reading because they are on my yearly TBR, and I might or might not be in the middle of the series with them. So, let's do a preface. Also, I kind of want to talk about how my books are laid out because I did an ultimate book video, but I don't know if I explained the bookshelves. I may have, but we're just going to give it a quick rundown. So, I don't think you can see the top shelf. Let's move this up a little bit. On the top shelf there, we have, so basically this side is fantasy and this side is romance. And the top, I wanted it to be my favorites slash ones that I've already read. So these two fantasy shelves, I've already read all of these books, and these two romance books I've already read. And then we're gonna come down again. These sets of shelves are essentially, let's see. So this is all fantasy to be read. This is my main like immediate TBR bookshelf, and right now it's for summer, obviously. And then down there is kind of like the ones that were previously on my main TBR, but I have put them a little lower because they're not quite the main TBR right now. And then on this side, we have, I'm starting to read more litfic. So I have half of this as read litfic, and then the other half is the ones that are to be read. And then if we keep going down, we've got more shelves, people. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah. So I'm gonna like, I don't even know how to show you this, but these three shelves are more romance TBR, if you can believe it. And that bottom shelf is kind of a mixture of thriller, already read, and to be read, and a few classics down there because your girl wants to read classics, but they're, you know, they're thick. So, anyways, down on these last two shelves, I've got my remaining to be read fantasy. This is such a bad angle. I apologize, but those are the remaining fantasies. I'm gonna pull you back up now and recenter you. 1 second. I sincerely apologize for that angle. That was terrible, but I didn't really know how else to do it, and also I'm just too lazy right now. So clearly, I have a lot of books to be read, and if you guys want to see a TBR Takedown type of video, that would be awesome because your girl has lots to read, and I may or may not be trying to get through most of my TBR by the end of the year, and I also need to be in a no buy for the rest of the year, which I do really want to do. I have a few exceptions to that no buy though, and that would be my book of the month subscription and also my thrift books. I do have free books, so I would like to place an order to get those free books. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I don't want to buy any. Oh, and new releases because there are a few new releases for the rest of the year that I really want to get to. So, those are really the exceptions to the no buy, but I need people to keep me accountable because I will continue to buy books if I don't have accountability. So, that's the update on the TBR. I might do a sit down video. Actually, you know what? I am going to do a sit down video on all the books I've read so far this year at the end of June, and I'll let you guys know how the first half of the year went reading wise and what I'm looking forward to reading for the second half of the year. But, anyways, this is such a long intro. I need to be talking about summer TBR and picking my books. Clearly, I don't know how to shut up, so let's do that. Okay, listen up, y'all. I am doing some collection of data, if you will, on how I might pick the summer TBR because I have a few new releases I'm looking at right now in my book journal, and that would be The Someday Garden by Ashley Poston, coming out June 16th. Six of Crows. Sorry, let's pause for that and let's just show the special edition Six of Crows books up there. They used to be facing out. Don't know what happened. Anyways, so excited about that. June 30th. As if I'm not gonna read that this summer. Okay. As well as one of my favorite authors, Christina Lauren, plural, they, are coming out with their romance revival on July 14th. And last but not least, Heartstopper, Volume 6, July 7th. And I haven't read Heartstopper yet, but listen, she's right there. She's ready. She's ready to go. Where's she at? Yeah, she's right there. And the thing about those, they're comics. I feel like I can just breeze through those all summer and be done with them and just have a great time. So those five are definitely on the lookout for when I pick these prompts. I might be able to select those, as well as my Kindle reads and my audiobooks, because I get audiobooks through Libby as well as Kindle books through Libby. But um, I am currently in the middle of not one but two Kindle books right now, and I also have them in physical copy, and they would be Assistant to the Villain and also Queen of Shadows. Yeah, yeah. I may or may not have been reading this for over a year now. Listen. I'm getting into it now, so I feel as though this summer I will be finishing it and the rest of the series. Speaking of series, I wanted to bring up the series that I'm in the middle of. I happen to have started and become in the middle of the Lightlark series, and right now I'm in I guess these are novellas, but they're binded together, the Grim and Oro novellas. I got it from the library, if you can tell. I would love to read this soon so that I can return it from the library and get more library books because I love the library. And I would love to get to Crown Tide, which is the next official book in the series once I read that novella. And I'm also in the middle of, well, I wouldn't say in the middle of, but yeah, I started it. I don't know how many times I've tried to get into the audiobook. I am struggling to read Onyx Storm, I'm going to be honest, but it is something I would like to finish. I don't know if I'm going to continue the series, but yeah, those are the series, along with Percy Jackson #4. I forget. Oh, is that Battle of Labyrinth? I think it is. Because the real books I want to get to are the Lost Hero series, because those were, or sorry, the Heroes of Olympus series, because I remember reading those back in the day. Let me tell you, those were so good. So I'm in the middle of some fantasy series, and I don't love being in the middle of multiple because I feel like I get them not mixed up, but they kind of merge in my brain a little bit, and it's hard to remember the details when you spend a long time on them. So that would be a goal for this summer as well, is to close up some of those, get the ends tied up, and just get those series read, because my goal for the rest of the year would be to read fantasy series sequentially. Like, I want to read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and be done with it. I don't want to read one and then read number 2 2 months later and then read number 3 5 months later, because that's what I've been doing lately, and I don't like it because I forget things, and it's just not a fun time. Also, oh my gosh, also I forgot to mention I do have The Book Witch on Kindle, and it is a fairly new release, and I've never read a book by Meg Schaefer. I have some of her books. I haven't read any yet, but I would love to get to that. And then also my audiobooks, I'm so excited about because I did indeed get Our Perfect Storm, which is Carly Fortune's new book. I got it on audiobook, and you best bet if I get anything close to that, I will be picking that for my prompt choice. And also, I have My Husband's Wife on audiobook, which is a thriller that I've been hearing a lot of talk about. That is really good. And also, I have Annabelle Monaghan's It's a Love Story on audiobook. And that her books are just giving summer. I have I know I have one in here. I might have two in the stack. So, those are my options. I will be picking from this shelf pretty much exclusively. Okay. I think I've gotten everything out of the way. Let's actually get started now. Nope, just kidding. Final thing, I will be picking, I think I'm going to pick 4 books because I can get to 4 books. I've gotten to 4 books, especially with a full-time job. That's pretty much all I can do. But I've been making a book club book for myself every month so far this year, and that's kind of the book that I need to finish for the month so that I stay accountable. It happened one summer because how old is this book? How long has it been on Book Talk and all the things? Yeah, I've had it since then. I still have yet to read it. So at this point, I just need to read it just to see what it's about. I don't even know if it's a good book. It's probably not because half the books on Book Talk are not that great, but hot take. But I just want to read it. And I also have the second book on here somewhere. And I just feel like that's just, why do I have the sequel if I've never read I do that so much. Okay. That's my book club book of the month for June. If you want to read it with me or reread it, go ahead. And we're going to pick 4 prompts to get this video going. I didn't really think this through about the mic bookmark situation. But yeah, we're going to mix her up. And also, depending on the prompt, I'm not opposed to picking another if I don't like it. You know what I mean? Okay, what do we have here? If I can get it open. Okay. It says bought used, which is not that hard for me because I'm a girly that loves to buy books used. I buy them on Thrift Books, which is my little hack for you. You can buy a lot of popular books off there for a lot cheaper. And yeah, point being, I could buy a lot of books used and be very happy about that. So this kind of eliminates the Kindle books and the audiobooks. But we can just turn to the shelf here and let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. Right off the bat, these are book of the month books, so they're not gonna work with the prompts. Let's see. The Correspondent I did buy from a lady off Facebook Marketplace, so I would consider that to be used. Heartstopper I did get off Thrift Books. Yep. The hard part is I don't quite remember some of these, where I got them from. So yeah, that's a little bit of a struggle. I'm pretty sure I got Mary Jane off of Thrift Books. I wish I still kept like the tag that they put them on the spines. Unfortunately, it drives me nuts, so I did not have that. Oh, I definitely got this one. Love of My Afterlife off Thrift Books. This one was definitely new. Oh, I got Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood off Thrift Books. I'm pretty sure I also got Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan off of Thrift Books. No, actually, I got it from Second and Charles, which is a used bookstore. They have new books, but they also have used. Okay, now that I've literally gone through, I need to make this way. 1 second. Okay, you can tell I got tired of that bookmark quick. So it's on the shirt now. I'm so sorry about the microphone situation because clearly I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah. Okay, we have narrowed down the prompt of a used book to these 4 here. So we've got The Correspondent by Virginia Evans, which everybody's talking about right now. It's essentially following an older lady and the letters that she writes to people that are in her life. I know I'm gonna love this book. Unfortunately, I did just finish reading a lit fic that's very like philosophical and life forward, I guess. So I don't know if I'm in the mood for this right now, but I might pick it for another prompt if it comes up. So this I think is gonna go back for now. And then I'm really debating these three because listen, this one, Summer Romance and Heartstopper, are both on my yearly TBR, which let's talk about that for a second. I have read 0 books off the yearly TBR. 0. It's the end of May. It's about to be June. Are you joking me? Are you joking me? That's unacceptable. So you know what? Because this isn't on my yearly TBR, we're going to put her down. But you best believe I will be also potentially picking this for another prompt because, are you joking me? Problematic Summer Romance, Ali Hayes Wood. Set in Italy, I'm pretty sure. Like, age gap, like, kind of forbidden romance. Are you joking me? This is like perfect for summer. So we're gonna put her down for now. We're gonna pick between these two because they are on my yearly TBR, and I have not read any of the books. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick Heartstopper because I just know that I'm gonna finish the whole series and I'm gonna love it. And the new book is coming out this summer, so if I start it now, I'll get to the end of the book and the end of the series when the new one comes out. So this one's going back for now, but we have our first book for the summer, and that is Heartstopper Volume 1. Yes. Okay, we're putting these back on the shelf for them to potentially be picked for the next round. I'm gonna move this lamp. This is interesting, to say the least. Okay. Over. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Lamp. It's just gonna hang out right there. Alright. Next prompt. Where'd it go? There it is. Shake it up, mix it up. Do you guys do this every month? Do you guys pick from a jar? Or do you pick, like, just whatever you want to read? Because usually I'm a mood reader. I don't really pick, like, forcibly. Is that the right word? Oh, I dropped one on the floor. I guess I'll pick that one. Oh, okay. What do we got here? Please be good. Ooh. Oh. Okay. It says adult fantasy. That just kind of ruins the summer vibe. I'm not a fantasy reader in the summer. I'm primarily romance and then occasionally like lit fic, thriller, that vibe. I don't even know if I have an adult fantasy on the shelf. I'm gonna be honest. The only one that no, that's not even fantasy. Oh, is this considered adult fantasy? I don't even know. Is the House of the Cerulean Sea, is that adult fantasy? I don't know. I know it's like whimsical fantasy. It is indeed on my yearly TBR. Let's take a look here. I do have a few other options. Okay, this says fantasy fiction on the inner cover. Another one that could be picked for this prompt is indeed Queen of Shadows. Yeah. Also thinking Onyx Storm and Assistant to the Villain is fitting within this prompt, but I'm leaning towards these two because I'm already, let's see how far I am. I think I'm on chapter 9 with this one, so I'm like, yeah, there's my bookmark. Yeah, I still have a long ways to go. This is a chunker. This one I'm just so excited about. Oh, is this on my? Hold on, let me consult my yearly TBR here. Okay, so here's the thing about me. I put the end of the series on my yearly TBR, so I put Kingdom of Ash. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to pick it. I'm already starting it. It's already been started. I feel as though I can finish it this month if I lock in So, second prompt for adult fantasy is Queen of Shadows. I wish I was one of those readers that read fast and could read like 6 to 10 books in a month. That would be so nice. Unfortunately, oh god, I did it again. Unfortunately, I have a job, so that's not realistic for me. I'm not picking these two because there's two that fall on the ground, and I want to pick one. So we're gonna pull one out. Okay. Let's see. This is like the exciting part. I always watch these videos and I'm like, oh my god, what'd they get? What'd they get? Oh, okay. Again, not really fitting the summer vibe, if you know what I mean. Black cover is what it says. Black cover. Again, not really fitting the vibe, if I'm gonna be honest. I do spot one that does have a black cover, but it's not a summer book. None of these do. The closest would be God of the Woods, and it's not black, it's definitely green. However, I see one over here that has a black cover on it. I'm not picking this. I'm sorry. I will finish this like in the fall or something. It's not a summer book. It's not a summer book. I'm not picking it. I don't know where the prompt went. I'm not picking that one though. I told you, if I didn't like it, I was gonna repick. Sorry, not sorry. It's just not fitting the summer theme, you know what I mean? Not fitting the summer vibes. Okay. Oh, okay. What's funny about this is it says meant to read last year, 2023, which means I probably wrote this in 2024, and it's now 2026. So you can tell how often I use that jar. We're just gonna say meant to read last year, 2025, and we're gonna consult the 2025 yearly TBR, which happens to be right here in my hands. Let's see what we've got here. I'm almost positive I have some here that could be picked. So let's see what we've got here. Pulled it up, and I kind of forgot that I kind of did good last year. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 books that I did not read last year. Granted, there's only 15, but one of them's Kingdom of Ash. I did just pick Queen of Shadows. It's okay. You know, I'm seeing one that is indeed on the shelf, and that would be Firefly Lane. Yeah, Kristin Hannah, Firefly Lane. Listen, I have been telling myself to read Kristin Hannah for a very long time. Wait a minute. You know, this kind of fits perfect because I'm pretty sure, I think I just put any Kristin Hannah book for my 2026 yearly TBR this year. I don't even think I limited myself. Okay, I didn't. I put The Great Alone. But this is like symbolizing, you know, read Kristin Hannah, girl, because I have not read any, and I have, where's she at? Yeah, this whole shelf right here is all Kristin Hannah. So I feel as though it's finally time. Listen, I've heard this one is good, but it's not the best. It's what I've just heard from the consensus. I feel like everybody loves The Nightingale and The Great Alone, but this one just is a little more summery to me for some reason. I don't know. It's just following, I think, two best friends. Just the drama throughout the years. I don't know why it gives summer. Maybe it's the cover, but again, we're picking her. She's really our only option. And yeah. Okay, so third prompt, meant to read last year, Firefly Lane by Kristin Hannah. This is so fun. I feel like I could do this all day, but unfortunately I can't read that many books. So I'm looking at what we got. We've got a romance, a fantasy, and a lit fic, I would consider. So that's pretty good variety. Pretty good variety. I think low-key, a thriller might be kind of cool. I kind of love thrillers throughout the summer. Another, you didn't see that. Another romance would be nice. I'm gonna see if we can get that. And I also do have It Happen One Summer. So I guess we have 2 romance, 1 fantasy, 1 lit fic so far. And then the last one would be, what do we have here? A friend rec. A friend recommendation. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. None of my friends read. Why did I write that? I don't have any friend Rex. Again, we're repulling. Okay. Sorry if you thought I was gonna be honest. I'm not honest. This is my video. This is my TBR. I could just pick what I want, but instead, I'm gonna be picking a YA fantasy. A YA fantasy. Why do I have so many genres in this? Girl. I don't. Is this even a YA fantasy? The House of the Cerulean Sea? Maybe. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. This is gonna be our tentative pick. YA fantasy, The House of the Cerulean Sea. I know this is a great book. I've heard tons of people talk about it. I kind of want a romance, so we're gonna pick again. Please ignore what I'm doing right now. We're just gonna pick and see what we got. If this one doesn't fit any of the books, we're gonna go with The House of the Cerulean Sea. A book that scares me is what I just got. I don't even know. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Because, like, I have, like, listen, if we want to talk about a book that scares me, we have this. But I don't want to do that to myself. I'm going to be honest. That's going to have to be, like, later in the year. Maybe later in life, even. At this point, we're just picking. Oh, okay. Here's our final potential option. A book that has flowers on it. Book that has flowers on it. I think I can work with this. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. I'm already seeing some good options here. So we've got, does this have flowers? Okay. We're getting somewhere. Okay. It turns out we only have 2 options, but that's okay. That's okay. Because both of them are amazing. And both of them I would love to get to. Again, I previously ranted about this one. And The Names by Florence Knapp is also one that I've really been seeing people talk about. Here's the thing. It's another... Whoa, that's cool. Because it was a Lolly finalist last year. Whoa, can you see that? Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. Clearly there's a flower on it. This one, I'm counting this little ivy situation as flowers. I don't know if that would completely count, but we're going to count it. Okay. Here's my stack so far. Queen of Shadows, Heartstopper, Firefly Lane, and then here's where it gets a little tricky, because now I feel like I should pick between these 3. And I just don't want to pick between them. I love them all. Okay. I think we're going to go with Ali Hazelwood. We're going to go with Ali Hazelwood, Problematic Summer Romance, as our final prompt. Yes. Okay. Here's what we've got. Here's the lineup for my June TBR. I am very excited about it, and I may or may not have, selectively taken some out. Don't worry about that part. It's not really about what the paper says. It's more about what I feel in my heart, So we're gonna see if we can get to all 5 of these this month. I don't know that it's gonna work because there's 2 big chunkers right here. But okay. Here's the deal I make with you. We're gonna do that halfway through the year video, and at the end of that, you're gonna see how many of those I actually read in June. I'm gonna make a mental note to remind myself to update you guys on how many I actually read in June. So, and who's to say I might pick something else up than this? I don't know. I'm more of a mood reader type of gal. So this is just sort of the guidelines and keeping me accountable for the month. Let me know what other type of videos you guys want to see. I am trying to be more consistent. I'm not going to promise anything, but I feel as though I can make it work. I'm trying to get more of a straightforward, streamlined system going on so that I can make it easier on myself and I can be more efficient when I do videos. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. I hope you guys really liked this video. I know it's probably not like how I should have done it, but yeah, I'm gonna end it. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you guys are reading this summer down below. Tell me if any of the books that I picked are your faves, and comment a sun in the comments, a sun emoji, to let me know you guys got all the way to the end. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye! But I am losing train of thought. Let me check my notes. Put this down. Hold on a sec. This video is so chaotic already. I apologize. But I don't talk this much. I'm out of breath already. Sorry. But this year, at this point, I definitely hit the mic. Hopefully that didn't, my bra is showing. This is interesting. Okay. I don't know where to put this. Did I put it in my shirt? It's a terrible idea. It might be.